So let's get this started real quick. Let's the fantasy football crew coming at you. We like to start every podcast off on a positive note.
First podcast.
So week 1. So let's get it started and let's dive into a little bit of deep thoughts with my man Ian. He loves the motivation, so let's take it there. So we say focus on the good.
Focus on the good, not the bad.
Not the bad. Block out the bad. Focus on the good. This is my son Ian. Somebody who needs to focus on the good is Tillman. Drafted Andrew Luck.
The first 6th round. The 6th round pick. That Luck.
I mean,
it would have been good. You can't blame the man.
No, you can't. You can't say, oh, well,
that was my quarterback.
When he picked him, consensus.
Shout out to Terrell. That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback. When he picked him, everyone in the room said, "Good pick. Good pick."
But just like 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, when I broke the news, hey, Andrew Luck retired. Shout out to the sleep app.
No
advertisements right here, but shout out to the sleep app.
No one believed you. Everyone thought it was lying.
Everybody ran into their phones like
this can't be real.
And then every time it came up on the TV, what Tim was doing, blocking all that shit out,
blocking out all the negative energy from his life.
Yeah,
So we go from talking about Tillman, right, and blocking out the energy to, no one wants to buy stock in the Colts players, so you drop Ebron because you're have something to do with it though. What you thinking?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But you got shout out to you dropping Curtis Samuel.
Yeah.
Shout out to. I need another receiver and need a defense and a kicker.
Right?
Because who drafts a defensive kicker?
Yeah, you could draft two defenses, 2 kickers. Shout out to Dion.
Shout out to Missy Bud.
But
that's for me for Adam.
Yeah. So that follows into our next thing. So then he goes pick up Jack Doyle, tries to make moves with you for Kelsey. I don't really understand the thought process behind what he's doing. And then because.
This ain't a family league.
This ain't a family league. You can't do what you do in family leagues to win, Ian. And we know what you do in family leagues to win.
We'll address that later, but this ain't a family league.
So
this is competitive.
So exactly.
What's our quote? Fantasy football is our religion.
Exactly. So don't be showing up here with that weak shit. And then he moves in, and then he makes a trade with Rowe. Fucking Rowe trades Zeke for Mark Ingram. And Muhammad.
See, bro, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, you're a Ravens fan, so you have total faith in the Ravens. Joe Flacco. So you have total faith. You have total faith in Mark Ingram. So
what other running backs they got?
True.
But we all knew Zeke was signing.
Everyone knew Zeke was signing. So for Ian to sit here on his pedestal and be like,
I trying to get vetoed.
I took such a big risk. Why did everyone veto that trade? That's
the perfect opportunity.
Exactly. If you said someone bet your life you think Zeke's going to sign, I would have bet my life. Zeke, there's no way Jerry Jones is letting Zeke miss football.
No. He took Zeke. We could pull this picture up in the video. He had Zeke with a t-shirt.
Yeah, right.
Zeke who?
Right, exactly.
Come on.
I knew that deal was getting done, and then but Ian stirring up the controversy, sending out paragraphs, talking about the trade veto. I don't know where he's been though. Was he in Cabo? Did he go to Cabo with Zeke? He might be in Cabo with Zeke. I don't know. I haven't seen Ian in a minute. I seen he's making splashes in other fantasy leagues, but I don't know where he's been.
Yeah, we gotta address that later.
So speaking of that, that being said, do you think Ian removes the stigma from Amon?
Stigma or ligma?
Both.
Who had the ligma last year?
Dion had the ligma.
All right,
I know a couple of people who might have.
Amon still got it though. He's still trying to.
He's still trying to be shifty though. I think Amon kind of learned from his mistakes because he got snake bitten by his own formula by trading me Devontae Adams for Sony Michel. I don't remember the specifics of the deal.
For Sony Michel, who was the Packers' number 1 receiver last year?
Devontae Adams.
And what did the Patriots do last year? Ran the running back committee.
Yeah.
So I mean, you had Sonny Michel. You had James White. You had
Rex Burkhead at the beginning of the season.
Like, you knew that shit was gonna happen. Like, come on now.
So I mean, so do you think? So you think Ian doesn't like? Do you think with Ian being there, it doesn't take away anything from Amon? You think Amon has still got the dreaded Bill Cosby label? Drop it in your drink. You think that's still Amon, or you think Ian's kind of relieved some of that pressure with the moves he's made?
Like they both rookies.
True.
Like that's the two newcomers.
Yeah, true. And Paul
last year.
And Paul. Shout out to Paul Wall.
Paul Wall ain't trying to represent.
Yeah, Paul Wall ain't trying to put him pop nowhere. We respect that. I respect that.
But I mean, you draft Jordan Nelson though.
We'll get to that.
But I mean, it's still.
So leading into that, well, let's get into the draft. Right, so we talk a little bit of lose around early. Let's get into the draft. Rocket Man himself comes out to the draft, full banana hammock, full music, tequila flowing, ready to go.
Oh, he was drunk. When I got there at 3 o'clock to cook the jambalaya, he was drunk.
Oh yeah. When you was cooking the jambalaya and Tillman was doing this, I said, we're gonna be in for a long draft, right?
I said, hey, look, I said, try this beer.
Down the hatch. So he fulfilled his duties as champion.
Exactly.
It's not a written rule, but I feel like it should be written in stone.
Like when you win a championship in this league, you gotta come back.
You ball out. You do what you gotta do. Last
year, it's your year.
Yes, your year to shine.
Like we ain't winning. Like this league, we ain't trying to. Oh, I want the champion. I'm gonna come up with a title.
No. Don't give us that weak ass. Don't give us that weak ass. I wore a Burger King outfit. I'm the champion. You championship. No, that's not what goes on here.
We ain't doing that. Like when you come in this league, you win the championship. The next year, you ball out. Like you don't remember the draft.
Yeah, I had to be carried. When I was a champion, I had to be carried.
I carried him out. Brought him home.
Had to bring me into my house because I was
like you gotta get like next year when I win. Like, it's going to be game over. I'm going to be passed out at the draft.
We'll see if I don't beat him to it. So, that being said, do you think anyone else in this league has the cojones, the machismo to do that? It's only been me, you, and Tillman. That's the three people who's done this, who's rolled this out, carried this title. Do you think anyone else in this league has the gusto? The balls to do this.
That's a hard decision.
It's a hard decision. Y'all show up at the draft and y'all look shell shocked. Everyone looks confused as to what's going on, right? I mean, I just can't see a world where y'all show up and y'all are just ready to get it. I hope. I mean, let's hope Roe don't win though, and that's not.
I hope. Hey, like besides me. I hope Roe wins.
Because if Roe wins,
I mean we all.
I mean there might be some positive. We focus on the good here. There might be something positive. But I don't know if it's gonna be what we want it to be. All right. So also, so we talked about highs. Let's talk about the lows. Kobe finished last year. Dude drops out the league.
Where Kobe at?
Thanks Obama.
Thanks Obama. Shout out to never mind.
So he drops out the league. He's done for. I mean, from that point, you show up as you lose. You got to do what you got to do. And some of y'all, like I said, y'all have to be ready to do that duty. Just like we talked about Tillman being champion, doing what he had to do.
You gotta fulfill them shoes.
Do what you have to do.
Like last place, you gotta fulfill them shitty ass draws you had the first year because you lost.
I mean, Waylon did us a service. A couple people brought out. Anthony showed up with the wings. Waylon cooked the. We had a feast. We had a feast. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can't just come in last place and not show up.
You have to do what you have to do, right? And I'm pointing to y'all, not specifically, but I mean, odds not in y'all favor. That being said, how do you feel about the newcomers league? I know we kind of touched on Ian a little bit. Why do you feel about Paul? How do you think about Paul Wall?
Paul Wall. The sneaker genius.
Yo, listen. When he showed up the first time, when he showed up and he had on the retro ones, I thought. Listen.
I just noticed.
I
shattered Blackbird's low ones.
I thought it was an accident. I thought it was an accident. I thought Paul was like just shopping around, and then he just. These look nice. They orange. I'm gonna buy them. I did not realize. I
mean, the quality is not as good as the Shattered Blackbird ones with that genuine leather. But I mean, you got the low ones. I mean, I looked at him. I said, I didn't know you had that problem.
I didn't know Paul was rolling like that.
Hey, Paul, shut up. Hey, the V2s come on Black Friday. I need a pair of Yeezys. Shut up. Size 9.
Okay, so that's what. Like I said, we Paul Wall. I mean, he did take Jordy Nelson though. Like coolness aside.
Hey, shout out to Craig Buffett for being on that time though.
Hey,
Craig was on that time.
He goes to church every goddamn Sunday. Don't bring the fucking demons out of Craig. Right? Craig was on that time clock. We finished this draft at 9:00. Y'all realize that? When's the last time?
That's the earliest we ever finished.
When's the last time a Belly and Biceps draft did not go into the next day? It didn't go past midnight. God knows, because it always goes past midnight. This was the first time we had Craig was on punching the fucking clock, working overtime to make sure that y'all got what y'all had to get done.
My God. So Craig was on that fucking. On that clock. Next year we
may have to slow it up a little bit so y'all can get a whole taste.
Next year,
because this was me and you. We had back-to-back drafts, so
we was hungover. Like I drunk 4 beers that night. Shout out to Ro for drinking all the beers. But I mean, I drank 4 beers that night. I wasn't drunk, but I had a good buzz. I mean, I could have drove you home. I mean, we could have did. But next this coming year when I win.
This is just a taste. It's the tip of the iceberg.
This week 1.
So, let's get into these rankings. Right, pull up your rankings. Let's get into these rankings real quick. So, I'll list mine off. You list yours off. And then we'll kind of talk about where they at. You got them pulled up right here, bro.
Oh, shit.
We got them pulled up right here, playboy.
I've got the email.
There you go. So let's talk about it real quick. So we'll talk about mine. We'll talk about yours. Just right there. We good. Yeah, so number 1, I got myself, and this isn't one of those
bias.
This isn't one of those things where we're being biased. Trust me, we talked about this. We try to be as fair as possible. I mean, but looking on paper, I mean, I was able to stash Melvin Gordon.
But you don't know if Melvin Gordon will come.
But even if he doesn't, having a team like I have, and then if Melvin Gordon comes back, I've made the playoffs every year I've been in this league.
Yeah, I've been in the championship.
Yeah,
the last 3 years.
Exactly. So you
highest scoring
every year.
I can pull the stats.
So
I'm not going to.
So then number 2, I got the Mud Dogs, right? So you drafted out the number 3 spot this year.
3 spot.
And Barkley, he was able to...
Barkley with number 3. Like, come on.
Yeah, that was...
You go Alvin Kamara, Mahomes, and then Barkley. I mean, it was a tough choice between Barkley and McCaffrey. I mean, McCaffrey get them touches in... where is that? Carolina.
Then I go up, and I'm going to go with Amon. Hopefully he doesn't make a trade and fall off like he did last year. Last year he traded me Devontae Adams. Because
Alone.
This whole will and deal thing, I think this is a lesson learned for people like him and people like Ian to look and go, maybe I shouldn't be trying to pull my Libby's Vienna sausage out on everybody. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to put it in everybody's face.
Yeah, I mean, if you got that hot and spicy,
because
you just got regular Libby's. You can't do that.
Because he's tried, and that trade. I mean, Sony Michel gets hurt at the end of the season, and man,
you trade Devontae Adams.
He made the playoffs, but tough break. Next, I got the Commish. I got the Iron Monsters with Andrew Luck. I mean, the Andrew Luck thing,
it would have helped you. That's why you had a good grade this year.
Yeah, I mean,
because they didn't edit that out, but you had a good grade this year.
And then, so your bench is then kind of questionable, right? Because like I said, you go with Jameis Winston, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning. I mean,
you drafted Ben before
Drew Brees,
and Tom Brady.
Yeah,
but I know Tom Brady. I mean, y'all know if Josh Gordon was gonna start. You mean Gronkowski?
Right.
I draft Gronkowski every year. I tight end every year in the second round. Y'all know how I do. I mean, but I love my tight ends.
You know, like I said, that message is kind of questionable for me. So let me go to the Jonas Brothers.
Case closed.
I got the Jonas Brothers right here.
No, that's not Jonas Brothers. Burger King. We address him as Burger King.
I got Burger King right here. Right, my man showing up. Your champ is here, baby. I got him.
Shout out to Burger King.
You know, because he made the trade for Zeke. I mean, you know, but Peyton Barber. Ooh. Then all white players. That was an interesting run. You got all the white players. I mean, someone should just give him Christian McCaffrey. You should have traded for Christian McCaffrey. That's the move. Missed opportunity. That's the move. You should have went for Christian McCaffrey. You could have had an all-white team. I mean, that's where you was headed.
All-white skill players.
Then I got case closed. His QB scared the shit out of me. If I'm Anthony, you got Joe Flacco and Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold. This is a two quarterback league, and those are your starting quarterbacks. But you deep at receiver. Remember, I'm not knocking you deep at receiver. Then we go to Baker. Oh, Baker we trust. Formerly Baker we trust.
Baker we trust.
Now Juicy J. Thick Juicy J.
Ooh, like peace.
So then after that, you know, we go on the tie. 2 girlies, 1 cup.
2 girls, 1 cup.
I mean, surprisingly, you didn't end up last on my rankings, and you drafted Jordan Nelson. Ready Freddie next for me. Kenyon Drake, Damian Williams, AB. He got way too many questions, and then zero depth to follow. Zero depth.
You see, like me, I'm gonna go myself.
Wait. I got one more for you. My man Rowe ended up last for me. Ask me why.
He's
last for me.
Why?
Ask me why Rowe's last for me.
You trade Zeke.
You trade Zeke, I have to put you last. You trade Zeke for Mark Ingram and Muhammad Sanu, I put you last. I got to. For me, you went week 1. I mean, you went from Bell, Zeke, and Ingram to. I mean, you went from Zeke. You went from Bell and Zeke to fucking Ingram and Bell.
Ingram and Bell. You could have had Zeke.
He got Bell and Zeke. That's a 1-2 punch right there. That's a 1-2 punch.
I gotta do a pause right here real quick. I gotta go back.
All right, so let's move in. Let's move into your rankings. Who you got?
All right, my rankings. Let me pull up things. I go myself. I mean,
respect.
3-time, pilot full-time scoring champion in this league. Yep. You know, regular season champion. Made it to playoff 3 times. Made it to the championship 3 times.
Right, pedigree.
I mean.
Yeah, I respect it. Like I said, toss up between me and you at the top as far as
I always
look
draft,
at the teams.
Like you know me, I show up to the draft, no cheat sheet, straight from the dome, sometimes from my phone, bars. But I mean, we're just gonna do it like that. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna do it like that.
So and then 2.
2. I mean, I'll go with the villains. I mean, he drafted a solid team this year. We're gonna go to. Let's see my rankings real quick. He drafted a solid team.
I really think my pride at that point is
like you got Deshaun Jackson. You got Deshaun Jackson late.
Deshaun Jackson. I got Deshaun
Jackson. Deshaun Watson. I was thinking Lamar Jackson. You got Lamar Jackson late.
Yeah, I think I got Lamar. Yeah, I drafted Dak before I drafted Lamar Jackson because I thought he was going to be there.
And you see, like Lamar Jackson, that's a top 10 quarterback.
That's my flex.
He could be on the legs and on the pass. Well, he's inaccurate on the pass, but I mean, he got a pretty solid team. That you got Julio Jones and Devontae Adams. I mean, despite Devontae Adams last night. I mean, Thursday night football. I mean, it happens. You're going against a stingy Bear defense.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
who you go with number 3?
Number 3. Let me see where we're going. Number 3. We're gonna go number 3. Shout out to Burger King. We're gonna go to Burger King because you come out here.
You made the trade. You made it. I mean,
you made the trade. You come. The king is here. The king is here. Like shit like that. We ain't not gonna.
I think it's time though for put up a shut up time for.
Yeah,
I mean, you ranked number 3. You ranked number 3. You got Zeke.
You got who you want.
We didn't veto him out of you.
I mean,
we tried. We tried.
I mean,
who you got? Okay, who you got number 4?
4. I go to the trade. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there, but Amon.
The big Daddy Moan.
Big Daddy Amon. I mean, Amon got Baker Mayfield. He got the quarterback, but what will he do during that process?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting when you see. What
You got Baker and you got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
This bitch frozen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got Ty Gurley. But what I told you for the draft though, you could have drafted Zeke.
Yeah.
In the 9th.
Speaking facts.
I told you. I said go Zeke. You said no. I'm gonna go Ty Gurley. I said draft Zeke and you get Ty Gurley on the way back. No, I'm not doing that.
I don't think Rowe was taking Zeke. I think
Westbrook. That was a reach.
Yeah, that was a reach. That was like,
that was a reach.
I was a little concerned with the move he made there. So who you got 5?
5. We're gonna go 5. Pick number 5. On Monsters, the reigning champion.
The commish.
Shout out to the drunk person at the draft that dropped Andrew Luck in the 6th round.
Who gets drunk?
Which was not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick.
But you end up with Ben Roethlisberger,
Eli Manning.
I mean, shout out to Daniel Brown because he had to take his job in like week 4. But I mean, Jameis Winston, that's a good it's
okay.
Okay, because you got Bruce Arians.
Not to mention, it's okay because you went from Andrew Luck not on your team.
Not on your team. And
you drafted. You could.
And you see, a lot of people got Jameis Winston as a top 3 quarterback.
Oh yeah, but you went from Andrew Luck to you had to make up for it real quick.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, before you drafted Jameis Winston, I was going to draft him.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, that was the next best quarterback on the board.
Right.
But you're still in the draft. I'll give you this. You're still in the draft. Nick Chubb's in the 4th round, and he's going top 15.
Oh yeah, the top 15.
But I mean, a 2 quarterback league, that's going to shake shit up.
Who you got 6?
Number 6 pick. We're going to go with Case Closed because all the mother receivers he got.
All the receivers.
All
of them. He's deep in receivers.
You got Keenan Allen, Odell Beckham, and you got DeAndre Hopkins.
And who else?
And not to mention Alshon Jeffrey and James Washington with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Making moves. He's trying to close. Listen, Anthony, we talk about, me and you talk a lot about our pedigree, right? Me and you making it to the end. But Anthony is right there with us every single year. And just as close.
Still the formula. I mean, you gotta take if say this year, whoever won last year, you gotta steal that formula to get to the championship.
You gotta see where you headed.
Where you going? But the quarterback situation,
those quarterbacks scared the shit out of me.
James Flacco. I mean, that's like Kirk Cousins. He could do it. I mean, you got Thielen and Diggs and Kyle Rudolph.
If Sam Darnold takes as big as a step forward as people project him to, I think he could be. I think Anthony would be good.
But you don't got the assets.
Yeah.
You got Robbie Anderson. Who else?
Right.
Well, you got Le'Veon Bell. I put Le'Veon Bell, Robbie Anderson. Who else? Well, you got no. He's not there anymore.
All right. Who you go 7?
7. See, I was getting deep. I was going deep. But 7, I would go to Paul Wall.
Paul Wall, okay.
Shout out to Paul Wall with the sneakers. That's Paul Wall. I need them V2s that come out on Black Friday, That's Paul Wall's team, man. Let me take a look at this. Hey, Paul Wall, though, you drafted... Who drafted? Jordy Nelson.
That
was a penny pick because Craig was on the clock.
Yeah.
I don't blame you because, nothing would happen.
Yeah, Craig's sitting here watching the time. Craig, but y'all about to make the demons come out of fucking Craig. Craig was doing what he had to do.
Shout out to that. You gotta put that quote in there. But you drafted Alvin Kamara with the first pick overall.
Yeah, man, that's a homer move.
That's a homer move. You're from Tennessee. But you got Derrick Henry. I know you're a Tennessee Titan fan.
Yeah,
But your receivers, though.
His bench is, he's no
bench for me. You might come in last place.
You might end up buying us food.
I mean, I'll cook a jambalaya for you anytime you want. But I mean, just buy the product.
Okay.
I mean,
so who you got next?
Who you got next? Juicy J. I mean, I wish you would have had Baker Mayfield this year. You know,
I think everyone wishes. Listen, I'm being quite honest. I was a little bit surprised Juicy J did not run up to the podium to select Baker Mayfield.
But you got Drew Brees, David Johnson, Amari Cooper, Tyler Lockett. You drafted Michael Thomas the first round.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Good pick.
And I
think Juicy J's trying to take a step forward and trying to do what he's got to do to get in the playoffs this year.
I mean, he's in like 10 leagues. I mean,
he's trying to make some noise in our league. I think he's trying. You know,
he's trying to corner some people.
He's trying to corner, make some moves. Who you got next?
I mean,
after Juicy J, who we looking at?
That's Big Sango.
Road.
Big Sango. You already know what I said about Big Sango. Road. You shouldn't have made that trade.
Exactly. I mean, that's why I had to put him last on mine.
And you got Carson Wentz. That's a true quarterback number one.
But look at his team. So I mean,
Le'Veon marking LaShawn McCoy. Well, LaShawn McCoy, that might save him. That might save. I don't give you no hint.
but no, I agree.
Corey Davis. I mean, I know you're waiting for AJ Green to come back, but you got Stephon Diggs, Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, you hoping Larry Fitzgerald come back.
Okay, so then I mean.
I knew you were Ravens fan.
Go ahead.
But I'm Saints defense in like the 10th round, bro.
But who's probably the first person to take a defense?
In the Saints defense at that. I want to see the Bears. I don't draft defense, but the Bears defense is like that's the best defense you get.
Oh, that's a defense you probably could take. So then, who you got last?
Let's go last place. This bitch froze, huh?
Who you got last?
Last place. Let me see last place. Last place, I'm gonna go. Ready Freddy.
Ooh, Ready Freddy ending up last.
I mean, you taking Damian Williams in the second round.
Ooh, man.
That is a reach.
And then LaShawn McCoy comes in.
You took Damian Williams in the second round. They had better running backs than the board. Like Nick Chubb's on the fourth.
And then LaShawn McCoy's back.
Not
to mention, you got Kenyon Drake, Damian Williams, AB. I feel like you got too many questions on your team. I feel like there's way too many questions for Ready Freddy. You know, and it's like, well, how will he be able to answer those questions? I'm not sure if he can. You know, that's not something that I feel like anyone can answer.
You got Goff and Rivers. Yeah, that's like you. I mean, that'll make up for points right there. But Kenyon Drake. I mean, you got Kareem Hunt. You waiting for Kareem Hunt in the ninth week. Antonio Brown, Kenny Golladay, Mike Williams. Like you have no receivers.
Right.
You got Jason Witten and Greg Olsen. That's like. I mean, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Like they done in fantasy football. Greg Zuerlein. I mean, Bears defense. Yes. But drop that Patriots defense. Keep the Bears defense.
Make a move. Make a move.
Hey, calm. Hey, look. My line's always open.
Hotline bling.
All
right. So that being said, you know we kind of wrap up our rankings. We'll put a list up of both who we got where, stuff like that. We'll move into our matchup of the week.
You mean the last 3 years?
The last 3 years. Me versus you, and again,
been that way.
This is not a biased thing. This is not a whatever.
It's just like
this is a playoff. This is a playoff matchup right here.
Like you
every year.
You just can't. It's been like this the last 3 years.
Yeah,
who can
the two teams always destined to head for the top. Like we said,
cream of the top.
Like we said, cream rises to the top, as the champ would say. Like we said, me, you. Tillman. It's the only team that's ever won the title.
Well, he got lucky last year.
He did.
I was gonna say, Todd Gurley got hurt. I mean, C.J. Anderson came in there.
He's lucky me and you were on a bachelor party somewhere. But all right.
We was on a bachelor party somewhere.
But all right, so that being said, that's our wrap up for the week.
I mean, we're gonna get to the good lighting matchup though.
The good light matchup that is this week.
JB and Taylor.
JB.
Battle of the
light. Who will shine the brightest?